We're back on?
Okay, good. Thanks for doing that, Justine. You're doing great.
Hey, have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are. Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
I don't know if you guys saw that, but I just got applause.
Really? Tell the
Hey,
audience.
have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are. Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis, the way Mother Nature intended it. Get on Amazon and look up the documentary American Circumcision. It's a good introduction to this egregious human rights violation in America.
All right.
If you use words like egregious, you're gonna lose people. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not, but yeah.
Justine, your magnifying glass.
Thank you. We're on the case.
We're on the case. We're on the case to find your foreskin.
Yes.
You're doing great on the bullhorn. We can trade off.
You want the flag and I'll do the bullhorn?
It's good to have some back and forth, really.
Okay. It's hard to pass it back and forth. The flag and the bullhorn.
Oh,
You
well,
do the flag? Okay.
well, I mean, she wants the
We gotta
bullhorn.
find some students.
She's good with the bullhorn. Give her the bullhorn.
Okay,
You
you
can
wanna-
take the
yeah.
flag. You have another flag,
Okay,
haven't you?
cool, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Is there much to do over this way? I don't. Let's go to the corner and look down that way. God, they've really cut back on the attendance, huh?
Yeah.
I went to the look at the stands. They're like empty.
Yeah.
Well, what time is it? Does anyone know?
It's like 10:20.
Okay, so there's still 40 minutes before kickoff.
Yeah.
But
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are.
anyway, this is a good practice. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis.
Yeah, but you had a great rapport with that group of three.
Good job.
You know.
Way to go, Tori. Nice job.
Planting seeds. We're just gardening over here, guys.
In Manhattan, there was a big crowd at the game, even though they cut the attendance to 25%, but the parking lot was pretty much full. I mean, I don't know, maybe 3/4 full, and
Do you guys
it
wanna
looked
go
like the
down
stands were.
this street and do some like street protests and then back around,
I'm a little bit.
or we can go
I'm a
back
little
that
bit surprised
way.
there's so few people.
We can go back that way. It's a lot of people we've already
I
talked
kind of
to.
feel like we should go back that way.
Okay.
I don't know. We can't really easily go around the stadium.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go down to the street. Go down to the street and then back
Yeah, let's go
around.
back.
She's the local, so we could.
Huh?
She's local. You know, she'll tell us where to go. and
Yeah,
then-
I mean I can get us back there. It's just it's gonna be a little bit of a trek
No, I think we should stay where the
where the people are
highest
going.
density population.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are.
You see my young daughter here? You guys have a little more tact. This is me, please, have a little more tact.
That's why we're here, to protect children.
You're not protecting in the world, you protecting young ladies. You know it's not about that.
You're never too young to learn the importance of not cutting parts off of other people's bodies.
Bodily autonomy.
Who doesn't learn about that in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade? Why are you 30, 40-year-old folks out here? What are you doing? I mean, what's the real reason for it? Attention?
It's a human
Yeah,
rights
great.
violation.
What difference are you making, though? That's what I'm asking. What
It
difference are
causes
you making?
trauma to babies when they're
I
strapped to
understand.
a board
I
and cut.
totally understand that. So go to Africa where there's a
happens
real big
here.
deal.
It happens here.
I think that's the idea.
Boys are cut.
There's a connection between FGM and MGM, I think.
Why don't you think boys deserve protection from genital cutting?
Don't you think it's
We're
the
trying to
parents'
educate
responsibility?
Well, you're a parent, but a lot of people here are future parents, sir.
You've obviously been brainwashed.
You're mature and they're young.
It's too late for you. You've been brainwashed. But
Yeah, that's why
we're trying to reach people that are
you
still open-minded and
wait
curious.
for a crowd and then you get louder.
Well, well, that's how you protest.
Before you get ejected, I would advise you to do that. You know, you can think it on hard. Better put the mask on.
There's another epidemic in America. It's male genital mutilation.
So a little bit of
Well, don't be afraid to get all that on video. That's
Yeah.
I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh? I know, but yeah.
So he was mad that his young daughter was hearing this, but we want his young daughter to hear this. We want we want her to protect her son. We want her to, you know, not pass on the wound that obviously her father has.
You're never too young to learn the importance of keeping babies intact and respecting their right to intact genitals. It's a man's right to keep his whole penis. Has everybody heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are. No surgery required. Circumcision injures a man sexually for life. Circumcision injures a man psychologically too. Like the man we just talked to. He's obviously got circumraped. We gotta keep it upbeat, right?
Today's goal is Brett not to get punched.
If I do get punched, make sure you get anything like that.
I was about to say, yeah, that would be good. That would be, you know.
Sex is better with foreskin. If you don't believe us, try it. It's not cheating if it's with an intact man. It's a science experiment.
No, that makes you sound creepy as fuck.
That is. I'll workshop it. I'll workshop it. Thank you for the feedback.
They don't know you're speaking out as a victim. They might think you're trying to poach some.
Or,
You know what I mean?
or groom you.
Yeah.
Since you're holding the sign.
Yeah.
Like, what are you advertising?
Boys
Her!
are born perfect too, just like girls are. When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Let's keep going.
Okay.
That guy was.
He was mad.
What was
He
his
didn't-
problem?
You know what? He
What
didn't
you,
want people
you were
talking.
the one doing the talking. So what did you say that triggered him?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? It was like totally harmless.
Yeah.
It was totally. You said the word penis or something.
Yeah,
right?
he didn't want people talking about penises around his young daughter. And, you know, that's his choice to express that. You know, that's feedback. That's okay.
Make sure you get this.
He's giving us feedback. We're going to get feedback. We're going to get a lot of negative feedback because people are not always ready to hear this issue. So.
This looks like a good corner over here. Some people coming screaming over from that direction.
Tell them the good news.
Hey! Has everybody heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are. No surgery required. When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis. Just like Mother Nature intended.
Right.
Thank you. It's hard to think of. You had note cards. Hey, have y'all heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are. No surgery required. When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it. You're never too young to learn the importance of keeping babies intact and respecting their right to full genitals. I wanted to say something to that guy. I don't like people censoring that.
Yeah.
As long as the signs can hit the ground, as long as the flag does not touch the ground.
That's right.
You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis ends up in the trash. And I guarantee you that if it's an adult choosing it, they don't choose it. We are the only nation that cuts our boys and calls it medicine. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives. Circumcision of babies, regardless of the gender, is an egregious human rights violation. We're here to raise awareness. Foreskin is the candy, not the wrapper. Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are.
This is a good corner, I feel like. I like this corner.
Foreskin is the candy, not the wrapper. Your penis doesn't have to match your dad's. And your penis doesn't have to match your kids.
That's a good one. That's why I think the simple thoughts that are kind of funny, those are good for the crowds.
Call him crazy, but he would have preferred his whole penis, the whole thing.
That's right. It's the way Mother Nature intended it.
Sex is better with foreskin. You don't have to let a doctor cut your son's penis. They're born perfect. All babies are born perfect. Boys,
Hey,
girls,
you got some cards?
intersex.
You want a card? You got any cards?
Yeah. I have a whole backpack full.
Just give me a few.
Do you guys want some info cards?
Yeah, she's got it. Thank you.
Can I get a card? All right.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah. He's an intactivist.
He's a big supporter of our movement. Justin, get in there. Justin, get in there.
Okay. Well, if anyone else, I don't know, need more or...
I already have
Yeah, okay, cool.
So tell your friends,
Pass it in.
you know,
Get your
penis
shot
don't
if
have
you're
to
talking.
match. I've never been penis with my mom, like ever. Do what? It's true, circumcision. It is. It's a horrible torture. It's such a strange tradition.
Yeah, people don't think about it very much.
Well, it's control. It's control, and it traumatizes the boy. It's maybe it does.
You're a special case.
You know,
You're intact. You should
You're
give
intact?
give your parents a hug and a kiss and thank them for protecting you. Sounded like you said you were intact. I thought.
So
Oh, I thought you said you were not.
don't
You have to remember the trauma.
when they're strapped to the board and their penis is cut, it bathes their brain in stress hormones that changes the chemistry of the brain forever. And it interferes with bonding, it interferes with breastfeeding. I worked at our hospital here for 10 years doing lactation support, and I became passionate about this because I saw the babies suffering. So even though you don't consciously remember, there's a thing called somatic memory, and your body does remember.
Has everybody heard the good news?
That is
You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are. No surgery required.
That's what we do in our religion, so.
When you cut something,
It
you
was
make
actually.
Well, but Paul said they didn't have to, right?
Ads in the 1920 or something. It was like milk ads in the 1920. It was like stop your son from masturbating.
Yeah, Kellogg.
Carried
Yeah, it's a
on as
Jewish thing, and like you know, like they sent
Right.
Peter to talk to the Jews,
Yeah.
and Paul to talk to the Gentiles, and the whole point was it was another work. You didn't need it; you could be saved through faith in Jesus. You didn't know, that's a new covenant. You didn't have to snip; you could just believe. I mean, that's my understanding. I'm Jewish, but you know, we were all like, it's just for us, man, no God but us. But like Jesus came and said, well, everyone can have them, and you don't have
Do
to.
you want an info card,
I mean, there were
sir?
people that said, like among the apostles. No, to join us, you need to be, because they thought themselves as Jews, you need to get circumcised. But I think they lost. I think eventually the church just said, we don't need to do that anymore.
We need a picture of this.
You need a picture of something. Oh man, that was good. All right, thanks guys. See you later. And go Cowboys. Yeah.
Hell yes! Let freedom ring in your pants! That's great. Yeah.
Anybody want a card?
In a free country, it should be a man's right. In a free country, it should be a man's right to keep his whole penis. Did we get one? Did we get a photo?
Yeah.
In a free country, it should be a man's right.
Hold on, let me get one real quick.
better when they're
I know, I tried. I got it.
That's really good with air movement.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are.
Whenever this, we should have like have it.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness. Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis, because boys are born perfect, just like girls are. Girls have foreskin. It's called clitoral hood. And I would never ever want someone to cut it off with me. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis he gets to keep. It's not his mother's penis.
So we're getting some great crowd interaction. Thank you for tuning in and supporting us. And we've seen a lot of people taking photos, so you can search for photos if people are sharing them on social media, although they're probably sharing it on like Instagram or something, not Facebook.
But not TikTok, as of Monday.
Not TikTok, though.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he was born perfect, just like girls are.
Sorry, they got you. They got you too.
Not you.
Oh, wow.
2 years too late.
Next time around.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
It's not too late to educate your children and grandchildren.
It's not too late to educate your grandchildren and children about the importance of bodily autonomy.
It sounds like a real liberal thing.
Bodily autonomy.
Let's just use
We have
right,
a flag.
right or something. I don't know. Wave the flag.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis.
They don't want to hear the good news.
Your penis doesn't have to match your son's. I never compared genitals with my mom, ever.
Hey, when you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger.
Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives. Let freedom ring in your pants. It's not your mother's penis. Circumcision is unnecessary roughness. It violates a baby boy's right to keep his whole body. We would never tolerate it on a baby girl. Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut yourself penis because you're born perfect, just like girls are. If your penis doesn't have to match your dad or your son, I never compared genitals with my mom.
They call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis. The way Mother Nature intended it. Good.
Definitely better with foreskin.
Hey, don't forget when you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger.
But it helps prevent.
Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives.
So you can either just wear a condom, or you can have surgery.
So you could cover up your willy or cut it off.
Don't be just dump it out like a assertive.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. He's born perfect, just like girls are.
That sounds better, yeah. Just unafraid, just dump it out. But that's the point. You don't want it talking to it. I think you want to speak pretty loud.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect, just like girls are.
Want to move to down the other side a little? I don't know.
This is a good spot.
Yeah.
We could walk that way a little bit. We haven't been down there in a while.
Which way?
That way.
Yeah.
You doing okay?
No.
Yeah.
You want this for a while?
Because people are streaming in. I think we're fine to stay here because people are streaming in.
Yeah, I think you might have found the
You
sweet
guys heard
spot.
the good news?
No
You don't
security
have
guard.
to cut your son's penis because he is born perfect, just like girls are.
I want my foreskin back!
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis is up in the trash.
I want my foreskin back! It's a man's right to keep his whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because boys are born perfect, just like girls are. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives. And your penis doesn't have to match your kids. You guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. He's born perfect, just like girls are.
You need a card. No?
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are.
Thank y'all for keeping open minds.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis ends up in the
You're
trash.
never too young to learn the importance of keeping babies intact.
Foreskin is the candy, not the wrapper.
I want my foreskin back! Is that funny? That's Luke. That's another one of Luke's lines. He'll say that randomly. What should be my tone when I say that?
Like you've lost it inside. They won't let me in.
I want my foreskin back!
Like the
I'll
ashes
workshop it.
at cricket.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness. It
That's a good
violates a boy's genital autonomy, his right to basic human rights, his body. It's your only thing you own is your body. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
Foreskin is so easy to clean, a caveman could do it.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We gotta remember these.
You guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives. Go pose. Be closer.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for keeping an open mind. Thank you, brother.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis ends up in the trash. Foreskin is so easy to care for, a caveman could do it. Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
Here's some kind of a density, equal density over here. Tell them some.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. He's born perfect, just like girls are. Circumcision violates a man's basic human rights to keep the body that he's born with. Practice religion on your own genitals.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Take our card, brother. Should be a man's right.
Hey, my son's too. He's not circumcised.
Parenting.
The intact generation is coming. Circumcision is falling out of style.
Intact parents are.
Sometimes I hear people say that circumcision makes the penis prettier, and that disturbs me because it's a scar.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a scar. And also, the purpose of a penis is not to be pretty. Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect just like girls are. Foreskin is so easy to care for, a caveman could do it. Foreskin is the candy, not the wrapper. Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. He's born perfect just like girls are.
No surgery required. Let's do. Every time I want to walk down that way, you're doing a photo of that.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis ends up in the trash. We need a lot of proud, intact men. Sadly, intact men are shamed in our country for having their whole body, and that is a terrible, terrible thing because it's the way nature made them.
Oh.
So easy to care for, a caveman can do it.
He likes them all.
No text found at that no text found.
Thanks.
Drop the card, Justin.
He got him, didn't you?
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because boys are born perfect. Just like girls are. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis ends up in the trash. Foreskin is so easy to care for, a caveman could do it.
Yeah. Here. Read more about it. Read more about it if you want.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
The penis
Sure.
of the babies.
I got like 300 cards in my back.
Yeah.
You want more?
I got some. I mean, I'll like load up.
You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect just like girls are.
Let's walk down to this crowd over here for the next few minutes. You want to see? There's kind of a crowd over here.
Yeah, you really don't have to ask them. You just put the card in their hand. That's really all you have to do.
Right, right.
Unfortunately, I leafleted
I don't ask.
a.
It violates basic human rights.
That's taking consent to the extreme.
It's your one possession
Well,
of your body.
It was one of my unfortunate duties at Burning
awful.
Man, and I felt bad because
Foreskin is
you're
so easy
creating.
to care for, a caveman
litter.
could do it.
I want my foreskin back.
That sounds a little nuts when you say it like that. Like
You guys heard the good news?
like you're looking
You
for
don't
it.
have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect.
I'll
Just
workshop
like girls are.
Workshop.
Workshop it. Told me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
Foreskin is the candy, not the wrapper.
Strong stuff. Here, read more about it. Anyone, Bueller? All right, thanks, guys. Take care. You want? All right.
Started in America to prevent masturbation.
Well, you're gonna have kids.
Don't pass on the wound. Save your grandsons. Save your sons.
Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because boys are born perfect just like girls are. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
I love the freedom of speech at Oklahoma State University.
Go Pokes! Beat Tulsa!
What do you call them?
Folks.
Go Pokes. What's his full name?
Let freedom ring in your pants.
Go Pokes.
Leave your children intact. Respect their right to keep the body they're born with. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives.
Call me me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
That actually seems quite reasonable for us.
Thank you. Because when you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Should be. It's a man's right to keep his whole penis. Well, that's good to know the
Circumcision started in America to prevent masturbation. Did it work?
That's funny. Something. God, who cares?
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
Nobody said that the ending circumcision in America is going to be pretty. You know, it's going to get ugly at times.
Have you guys heard the good news?
But we're doing our
You
best
don't
to.
have to cut your son's penis.
So we had a guy upset earlier because his daughter was listening to us, you know, say things like peanut, the word penis. But I think nobody said that the war against circumcision is going to be pretty.
It should
you know,
be a man's choice how much of his penis.
It's going to get ugly at times, but we're Cockfight. We're doing our best to make it fun, you know, and keep it light.
Hey, read more about it if you want. Oh, that's my credit card. Take this one. Thanks.
A lot of people don't know about this.
Foreskin is so easy to care for, a caveman could do it.
When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger.
Hygienist practices water, not knives.
That's a good real hitting phrase for a crowd.
I like this one.
If you don't think your son can wash his penis, don't bother sending him to college. Because college is harder than washing a penis.
I like that one.
Yeah.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash. Did you guys hear the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are.
You ladies keep an open mind. Stay curious. You're never too old to learn something new.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
I'm torn between holding the sign and passing out cards. It's tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough to do.
Here, you want to...
Jeffrey! You're doing great. Just keep forcefully.
Jeff!
Go Pope!
Let's go, kiddos.
Oh, so it's Pistol Pete? And what does the Pope come
I
from,
don't
though?
know. It's just slang.
It's good
Have
to
you
know,
guys heard the
though.
good news?
Could be cowpoke. If they're cowboys.
Because boys are born perfect,
There's
just
also
like girls are.
cowpoke is a slang for
No
cowboy.
surgery required.
So they don't want to call them boys. Perhaps in the
It
past,
should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
cowpoke. It's a gender-neutral term for cowboy.
Oh, it is?
I keep saying that. Oh, cowpoke is a cowpoke would be a cowboy or cowgirl, right?
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
It's a gender-neutral term for cowboys.
Cowpoke, isn't it? I mean, I don't know if that's the etymology or not. Yeah.
Oh, you're smart.
It goes with being shy. Hey.
It causes trauma in
It's
the
a-
brains of newborn boys. When
It's a
we trap them to
penalty.
a board and cut their penises. I'm sorry about your penis, sir. It should have been your choice how much of it went in the trash.
Those girls need a card, Brad. Oops. Did I fucking turn it off again?
Boys deserve equal rights to keep the body they're born in.
All right, another intermission. Another intermission.
Did it? Oh, did it stop?
Didn't stop. It's just
No, don't
Have you guys heard the
let it go.
good news?
I'm letting it go. I'm
You
just
don't have
saying
to cut your son's penis.
you want to turn
They're
the
born
gyro
perfect,
back
just
on.
like
You don't have to
girls
stop
are.
it if you don't want to.
Oh, the
The
gyro?
gyro is off.
But you got to let it go because you
I see
can't
that's a boy dog.
restrict the motors.
Doesn't
Oh,
need
let it go for a
surgery
second
to
and then
stay
just
clean. He
hold that on for 2
probably
seconds. I don't know why it's doing that, just
Maybe
Never
I
had
pushed.
an
I mean,
infection.
Yeah,
I
you
might
could have
have
accidentally hit the button.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you all from watching. I'm trying to talk to him.
All right, I gotcha.
Thank you all from watching
Like
from home.
Clark Griswold here.
Huh?
No.
We appreciate your support from home.
Because boys are born perfect.
I need two of them. Two circumcision.
Your penis does not need to match your dad's. I don't dads.
Hey, don't forget that when you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it. Because sex is better with foreskin. If you don't believe us, try it. Has everybody heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are. No surgery required. I just can't remember all the things we come up with. Foreskin is so easy to clean, even a caveman could do it. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
Oh, yeah. This is like 1991 all over again. There's nobody here. There's peaceful protesters. I mean, it's great.
Love the 90s.
Thank you for support. This man knows what's up.
50 years ago.
Circumcision.
This man knows what's up. Thank you for support, brother. Warn your friends. A lot of people don't know about this. Get on Amazon and look up the documentary. It's on Amazon Prime. You can stream it. It's called American Circumcision.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives.
What happened?
I'm bleeding. That's not good. That's gonna hurt my leafleting skills. I'm cutting myself on the info cards. I don't care about it. I just don't want to get blood on people's info cards.
Right.
I'm really afraid about the coronavirus. I don't think I can pass
Protect
it.
the crowd. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
Hey, has everybody heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are.
Don't pass on the wound.
No surgery required. When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it. You want to go down there? Or? What time is anyone know?
It's 11.
No votes.
It's 10:52.
Where's the tailgate? Over that way? Oh, right. But in other years, normal years, the tailgate is over that way? Oh, all through here. Is this all through here?
Normally this is the tailgating. Normally this is the parking.
You come to You just
I worked at
oh, you
I
work?
worked at the concessions for our homeschool. Water bottles are like $5 a bottle. So.
Hey, has everybody heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are. No surgery required. Am I projecting like this? When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
Sure, I can do the flag.
That way you can hand it out.
I'll use my right hand for the first.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. He's born perfect, just like girls are.
All right. Thank you, brother, for keeping up in mind.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
Thank you, brother, for keeping up in mind.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
Appreciate it.
Tell your friends.
What's up, man?
No popes. Foreskin is so easy to care for, a caveman could do it. Foreskin is the candy, not the wrapper.
Alright, thank you for keeping those months. I just always assume they want it. Just assume they want it.
Yeah, I like that.
You're not forcing anybody to do anything they don't want to.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness. Circumcision is a terrible human rights violation of our men. It should be their choice how much of their penis they get to keep.
Yeah, I think 2 colors would be all right because it would be consistent with the brand of a college, of almost a college organization. You know, in college, yeah. Green and yellow. What do you think, board members out there?
Yeah.
Cockfighters. 2 colors, just like schools.
Neon green and safety yellow.
Yeah. Well, they're both safety colors. I mean, they're safety green and.
Came up with that.
Well, that's what I think. That's what it's called.
You guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are. No surgery required. Foreskin is something you care for, and
You like that? There's more online.
Oh my God, thank
There you go.
so
You're
much.
welcome. Yeah.
Foreskin is so easy. Even a caveman.
It's good though.
What's this one sold? Okay, yeah. Hey, we need our phone, don't we?
Well, you can find this at cockfight.org or the Cockfight Facebook page.
circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
All right.
Circumcision is
Everybody got cards? You want to take a card? Read more about it? Silly stuff, fun stuff. They want a card. Whoops. Don't want to pierce anybody with the flag. How about that? I'm filming with my left hand.
I hope you got that shot. Did you get that shot?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
We gotta be. Oh, good job. That was. If you got that, that's an awesome shot.
Yeah.
That was an awesome shot.
A bunch of, with a bunch of.
That's
Is it
gonna be
okay?
like a banner
Can you,
photo.
can you call them? Can you call them Okies?
Huh?
Are they Okies? Are they proud to be Okies? That's Muskogee.
Born perfect, just like girls are. It's not too late to apologize and save your grandsons.
Is it still going live? Nice. Nice.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
Boys are more fun to do.
Oh, well, yeah, well, definitely. We'll go quiet when the game starts, for sure.
I'm not coming down or anything.
Sure.
I'd have to look up what the regulations actually are. But I think it's probably likely that there is something about amplified voice. So, yeah,
We fully intend to be a legal and teach subject.
all right, sure.
We will hang back on it.
All right, I appreciate it.
We appreciate the respect for free speech.
Oh, yeah, we definitely try not to.
Yeah, this is who we are. If you want to, if you're allowed to take it, it's who we are. Okay, sure. All right, thanks a lot. See you later. Well, now we have more hands now.
Regulars.
We have extra hands.
Megaphone. We could bring a non-electronic megaphone.
Like in your logo?
I was gonna say like a rooster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which actually you could make look like a college cheerleader kind of thing, I guess.
The horn is great because the echo of the building.
Yeah, it's great.
It's so loud. Everyone can hear it.
Did the laughing guy get a different part?
I don't know. Did our viewers at home hear what happened?
Probably.
Tori, why don't you explain?
Okay, go see if he can get it.
Oh, who?
The laughing guy in the blue. Okay, so we just had an interaction with the OSU police. They're right over here, and here I'll get it behind them.
Go ahead, I gotcha.
Okay. So he was very respectful, and he told us that he doesn't want us to. His exact words were, "hang off on the amplified voice." So he didn't like explicitly tell us not to. He said he wasn't quite sure of the law, but that he didn't want. Uh-oh. Can you see me?
Yeah, I see it.
He didn't want us to be using the bullhorn. So we're going to focus now on handing out some info cards, and so yeah, no more bullhorn.
But he's going to check on the regulation on the ordinance, so we can check on it. We can check on it ourselves too, and we can print it. We'll print it next. If we come back.
I just gotta.
Have you guys heard the good news?
Will someone want the flag? That I.
You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
Has kickoff happened yet?
Sounds like it's going on.
About to. It's drumming. It's almost 11.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. He's born perfect, just like girls are.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it. When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis.
Hygiene is practiced
The way Mother
with
Nature
water,
intended it.
not knives. It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
We got a nice shade. We don't have to worry about getting burned. And the camera shots are a lot better in the soft light. Sex is better with foreskin.
Well, the game's about to start anyway.
Huh?
Oh. We got more funny stuff on here, man. Check it out.
You guys are cool.
Bullshit.
Thanks for your support.
It violates a man's basic human rights.
I love the body language that you gave in the car. You were just like real happy. And that's what you gotta be.
Well, they're laughing, so it's not to say it's not also. It's funny because it's true, viewers.
What?
Well, I said we got more funny stuff on here, which we should. I mean, we're supposed to be insouciant and, you know, because that's where we workshop. At this point, you don't.
It's kind of like, well, it's kind of.
You also have to jog to get them before they pass. No, yeah, I did.
It's also nice to have eye protection because sometimes people throw stuff at you. That's more on the streets. Somebody once hit me with a bottle of water. It was like one of my first protests with Brother Gay, and it was on the Iowa and South Dakota border. I forget which side of the border. They bruised right below my nose. They bruised it for it was bruised for like a month. It was real sore. They really got me. They were driving, so they had the momentum of the car and chucked it out the window.
I think I might have filled the memory card. I think I've actually filled the memory. I have to delete that Jon Stewart movie.
Oh really?
Well, I get one last shot if I can of the glory.
I can give it back to you. Delete it.
No, I watched it.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis. Where Mother Nature intended it, right? Boys are born perfect too.
Boys Foreskin is so easy to care for. A caveman can do it.
I feel like kickoff has begun.
I was about to say,
There's still some student groups.
it is 11:04.
Yeah.
There's still some, what's that term? Can't think of the word because there's a camera pointing at me. I can't think of it.
Students?
No, I'm saying they're,
Housewives?
should be a man's right to keep his whole penis. Boys are born perfect too. Stragglers. There's some
Stragglers.
Straggler pokes. Slow pokes.
They're slow.
Slow pokes.
Slow pokes. I thought of it at the same time you did, I think. Slow pokes. Hey, come on, slow pokes. Get in here.
Slow pokes.
Go
Crazy.
pokes.
I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
Whoa.
We need that. That's very valuable right now.
Didn't crack. It's all uploaded to the web. Thanks.
Thank you for,
The whole thing.
I'm going to talk to my supervisor.
thank you for the
Alright.
sacrifices you're
He's
making.
saying it's not. He's got to.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis.
Oh, whoa. I just
because
took
he's born
too many.
perfect, just like girls are.
They called me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it. I want God. It's a little too late for me, but we're trying to protect future generations.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes
I think we can
When
rap.
you cut something,
Hey,
make it smaller, not bigger.
The game started so we could rap for a bit. And then,
We can
yeah,
what?
We could rap and
No, because there's still some stragglers. Let's get 10 or 15 minutes of stragglers.
Okay.
Or I mean, I don't know. It's just another 5 or 10 minutes.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives.
Yeah, I mean, maybe right. There's still some.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. You're born perfect, just like girls are. No surgery required.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
You can't ever say that you've never seen a knife and his piece that he was cut. Saw him today. His name is Brett Johnson. Yeah, that's right, Johnson.
Right, I know.
I love it.
Johnson.
Make it smaller, not bigger.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
Yeah. Thank you for your support, brother. Take our card.
Save the next generation. Alright, I think we got. Well,
Did you hear that? He said something about his.
Yeah, I
He's got a
did.
couple friends that are attacked, and they referred to
A slingshot?
their as a slingshot. That's a good one. I mean, it's why not, right?
so hopefully we're gonna hear soon. I don't know if you got those cops up there.
Yeah, he's talking to the supervisor.
Yeah, so hopefully we're gonna hear soon if we can get back on our bullhorn. Like to.
Hopefully, we won't be the group that ruins it for future protesters. But they make a new rule after today.
I'll get that.
Thank
want
you.
it? Sure.
Have you guys heard the good news? You like your kids uncircumcised? Yeah, I heard it. So the word uncircumcised is crazy. Are you undecapitated because you have your head? Because I have my head? Are you undecapitated? I did.
When you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger.
I'm sorry.
When
You
you
should
cut
start by cutting your own foreskin, lady. Women have foreskin. Ew, beef flops. Uncircumcised women. Gross. Body shaming is not okay.
Maybe she has a scar fetish. That's really weird, lady.
Amputation fetish.
You should keep that to yourself. Maybe get some help.
I hope you have daughters.
Is that over the top? We'll workshop it.
I don't know.
We'll workshop.
Well, she's a public persona, obviously.
I accuse them of having a scar fetish, mutilation fetish.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because they're born perfect, just like girls are. Circumcision is unnecessary roughness, man.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to
I was incorrect.
That's why we're here, trying to protect children from genital mutilation.
Need some water.
You're never too young to learn the importance of respecting people's bodies.
Need some water.
Oh, yeah,
really.
of course. Here you go. Let me get that for you. Thanks so much. You're doing great.
All right, see you later.
All right, I just heard from this very kind officer that we are allowed to use our bullhorn on campus and protest peacefully. And he did his due diligence to find out what the ordinance was, and he corrected himself. So,
Oklahoma State University protects the First Amendment rights of people to peaceful protest.
Go Pokes!
Go Pokes!
Slow pokes.
Come on, slow pokes!
Right.
Tori, get some water.
Have you guys heard the good news?
She's on a roll.
You don't have to cut your son's penis because they're born perfect, just like girls are. No amputation required.
What's this all about?
Oh, well, it's a foreskin education. You know, people like the kids are going to have the babies, and so that we want to make sure they know.
You got no fucking
dangers.
I
did leave my dentures. You know, we'd like you to have this if you want to
You
read
ain't
more
got
about
no
it.
damn teeth.
I left my dentures at home.
Crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole
He's noticed that I did leave my dentures at home. Anyway, thanks for your support.
Keep an open mind. It's too late for them.
Oh, well.
Sorry about your penis, sir.
A lot of guys like it when I don't wear my dentures.
That was that's a good comeback.
I just laughed at you.
Thank you.
That's a good comeback. But not that you really get that. Kind of,
Well, the other girl started
kind
it.
of rude, right?
I'm sorry that you said that to me.
That's all right.
The water's out if you need to.
After I told these people.
This is going really well.
Sure.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because they're born perfect, just like girls are born perfect. No surgery required. Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis. Where my nature intended it. Because when you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. It ain't broke, don't break it. That's a good one. Well, you guys want to wrap it up?
Looks like, yeah.
We could go home and then come back, or I don't know.
Yeah, use the bathroom at home. All right, do you want to do the HD,
I think
HD maneuver?
Oh, I think we're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching from home and for your support. If you can make a financial contribution, we really appreciate it. We will make sure that you get the greatest return on your investment possible. We're obviously a very low budget operation. It helps with our gas money to go to different. Cockfight is going to be going to a lot of different college football games around the Midwest. Well, there's a PayPal link on this video.
Okay.
There should be a PayPal link if you're able to. That really helps. Give us some gas money. We need to buy some new signs. You can see my sign the wind has wreaked havoc with the sign, and it's folded a couple times. So we want to order some waterproof signs. And what else can I say? Yeah, we're going to be going around to universities that are still playing football in like Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and maybe Iowa State's still playing football. I think that Iowa and Nebraska universities have reinstated their football season. I got to check on that, but just a couple days ago, I think they made an announcement. So if you're in any of those states, man, we'd love to see you. We could always use more help. You guys, there's more people here than we can talk to, so please keep an eye out. I'm going to try to publish a schedule here soon so that you'll know when we're going to be in town, but you can look at hey, you don't even really need us. I mean, if there's a college football game in your area, it's a great venue for reaching a lot of future parents, students that are going to be starting families in the next 5 or 10 years, and they're all in one place. and they're all in a good mood. They're, you can keep it light because they're.
Can people buy your info cards, Brett?
Yeah, you can. Just email me and I'll get you some info cards.
Awesome.
You can email me at brett@cockfight.org or your friends at cockfight.org. You can find it online on our website.
And you can make your own sign. You can get foam board from Hobby Lobby. Cut some letters out. Make your sign double-sided. Make it say whatever you want to say. Hand out cards. If you have intactivist friends in your area, get together with them. It's always better to do it together. Make it fun. We're having a great time. We've made a lot of people laugh. We've made a few people angry. But overall, It's been really positive. So if you are interested in doing something like this in your area, hit us up. You can message me, Tori Caswell. You can message Brett, email Brett, and we'll help you get started. You send us some money, for the printing for his cards, and he'll ship you some cards.
The funny thing is, it's mostly the shipping. That the cards are pretty cheap. It's the shipping that is hard. It's hard to find a economical way to send them.
Yeah.
But I can. If you're going to be in one of these protests, I can obviously get you some really cheap.
Because they're born perfect, just like girls are born perfect.
Yeah, just when you make an intactivist demonstration fun, it doesn't even feel like work, right? It's like
Foreskin is so easy to care for. A caveman should do it.
And the more intactivists that come out here, the more fun it is. The more the merrier. It's like intactivism has basically become my social life. So
we're a family.
Yeah.
I have been missing my intactivist family so hard since the pandemic.
I
so
know.
I'm really glad that Brett came. And
that's who I forgot to thank is Tori for hosting us.
Yeah, anytime.
She's a very generous host. We've already tried her kale bean soup. What do you call it?
Kale bean soup. Yeah, I
Kale
put it
bean
on
soup,
the what broke vegans eat.
Oh, really?
The recipe. Yeah, I put it
Wow.
on there. So if you want to, it's pretty good. My kids like it.
It was delicious. The broth was just very tasty. I don't know. Well, you'll have to tell me what you put in there.
I put some of those Bragg's amino liquid.
Okay, yeah, it was very tasty.
Thanks.
I like.
You guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. This is perfect, just like girls. Thank you. You want an info card? Tell your friends. Beautiful.
Thank you, sister.
She's going to be the mother of a future intact boy someday, maybe.
Wow.
She agrees with us.
Good work. Good work.
Have you guys heard the good
People are
news?
getting it.
You don't have to cut your son's penis. They're born perfect, just like girls are born perfect. No surgery required.
Hey, thank you for keeping an open mind. I got you. Appreciate you. You have Amazon Prime? Get on Amazon Prime and look up the documentary American Circumcision. It's a good introduction. There's a way to center this too. I have to read the manual again or something. Is it just...
So right as we got word that we can use our bullhorn, we're kind of... Are we going to come back and do the
right.
after?
Yeah, we could consider that.
Yeah.
That'll be good because there'll be just massive crowds all at one spot, right? Coming up.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of them may have already heard us. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd like to set up a stationary protest over here, but now that we can have amplified, now that we know we can have amplified sound,
Yeah.
I have like the world's loudest portable Bluetooth speaker.
Don't fuck it up, Brett. Look it back. Never mind.
It's basically a mobile party.
Well, that's what we are.
And we could set up right over here in this grassy knoll.
Have you guys heard the good news?
Grassy knoll right over here.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut your son's penis. Because they're born perfect, just
Can
like
we
girls are born
have
perfect.
Do you guys want to see our camera woman operator?
Hi.
I don't think you've shown. Thank you so much, Justine, for being here and being our videographer.
Sometimes you eat the bar, and sometimes the bar eats you.
Did I hit you?
No.
Okay.
No. Today, I think we hit the bar.
Justine played a critical role in editing our info card when we worked on that last year. We met many painstaking days crafting the word, every syllable, every syllable, months.
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
We spent many months just painstakingly crafting every syllable, and Justine.
And then Luke did it again. Much better. We appreciate that.
And then we scrapped it, and Luke wrote it. So thank you, Luke Artanis.
It would have been just 2.0, would have been 1.0, but it was a good learning experience.
Luke is a master of
Weird and brevity.
Psychology and marketing, interactivism, marketing, I should say. So
It was a group effort.
Yeah, it was a group effort.
2.1.
Go Pokes! Beat Tulsa!
Looks like we got a.
You like my megaphone? That's pretty cool, huh? You wanna talk into it? It's okay, you don't have to.
It's fun.
Are they twins? Just say go Pokes.
Go Pokes. Hold the button.
Okay.
Real loud, real loud. Go Pokes. There's a fun button to press too. That he could press a. There's a. It's super loud though. No, I mean there's a siren button. It's super loud though. Don't hit it. That'll irritate people.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are. Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
So if you're just joining us, we are at the Cowboys Oklahoma State University college football game versus the Golden Hurricanes of Tulsa University, also in Oklahoma. And I think they already had the kickoff, so the game has begun. The crowd's thinning out. There are one of the nicknames for this team is the Pokes, because their mascot is
Have you guys heard the good news?
they're the Cowboys and Cowgirls. So one of their nicknames is the Pokes. So we're calling these people that are straggling in the Slow Pokes.
No surgery required.
Oh, sorry. You want to get her? You're doing great.
Go Cockfight.
Tori's doing great on the bullhorn. This is one of your first days on the bullhorn? Or?
Yeah.
Boys are born perfect too, just like girls are.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash. Have you heard the good news? Boys are born perfect too. No penis amputations required.
We are thinking of breaking for lunch and possibly returning when the game lets out, when the game ends. You know, there are obviously going to be throngs of people passing through here, so we might come back.
I think there's a good chance that we'll beat Tulsa. I don't know. I've never heard of Tulsa being a good game, like a good team. I don't keep up on it, but my guess is that we could beat them. And if we beat them, then that would be good vibes. I think this is the first game of the season, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. This is the opener.
Yeah, this is the season opener.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because boys are born perfect, just like girls are.
The season openers are always a big deal, but obviously,
unnecessary roughness.
if you got to appreciate, if this were a normal year and there weren't a pandemic going on, these parking lots would be full. Maybe not this one, but a lot of these would be full of tailgaters partying.
Yeah.
They have a pregame celebration for literally hours, you know, and there's all kinds of music and cooking and what else, you know, just
drinking.
Oh yeah, drinking. So
Lots of drinking.
This is, in some ways, this is kind of a practice for next year when the pandemic comes. We're scoping it out. And
what do you say when you want to work on your catchphrases? What do you say?
we'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it. I love
workshop.
that. I love that.
Yeah, join the Cockfight workshop group if you need to workshop some stuff.
It reminds me of like Minecraft. Like I need to get to my crafting table and craft this a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis. He's born perfect, just like girls are. If you have children, you can tell them for your grandchildren. The intact generation is coming.
Should we wrap it up? Yeah. Should we wrap it up? Or should we keep it live as we go back to the car?
Yeah, we could. We'll probably see people on the way.
I guess we'll just keep it live as we head back to our car. But obviously, most of the excitement is most of the people are inside the stadium now. What?
We'll be talking to the same parking people we talked to on the way in.
Yeah, that's true. And a lot of times,
Circumcision is unnecessary roughness.
Unless we take a different route to the car.
It should be a man's choice how much of his penis goes in the trash.
I have noticed that at the very beginning of a demonstration, the very end is the time when a lot of exciting things do happen because people just, I don't know, they feel more relaxed or something, and they'll say things that they wouldn't have said otherwise when there's a big crowd around or something. I don't know. So sometimes you do get some interesting footage at the beginning and end of a demonstration. So I guess we'll keep it rolling. Here you go.
You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are. No surgery required. If you haven't tried Intact, I highly recommend it. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives. You ladies are uncircumcised. Yes, you have foreskin. It's called your clitoral hood. Have you guys heard the good news? You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are.
Call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it.
You can't ever say you've never met a man pissed that he was cut. His name's Brett Johnson. Yes, Johnson.
I'm gonna get my. No, I don't care. I don't care.
I love it.
And the first name, Fred.
I know we're all just joking around. I like that vibe. We're just joking and partying,
Johnson.
being silly.
Why isn't your name Dick though?
It's Brit, though, which is the circumcision.
Oh my God.
Is what?
Brit is close to bread. I think it's funny. So, like in the Brit Shalom, they'll have a Brit Johnson. The Brit Johnson will be a no Brit.
We're gonna go back the way we came.
Yeah.
A bloodless
Yeah, I
Brit.
like that way.
Do you want to do the flag instead of the? Is that easier for you?
Either way, well, this is pretty
I
lightweight.
can
I
do
mean,
it.
if you'd like the flag, you enjoy the flag, so
I do enjoy the flag. I do enjoy deciding too, though.
yeah.
See, it's better to not have too many signs.
Yeah.
Well, take the sign. I'll do the flag
People can't really read that many signs.
because it's easier to tuck this under your arm.
Sometimes I feel like protests have too many signs. But people really,
It's hard to
can't
read.
really read that many.
Yeah.
They can't take in that much
We
information
got everything.
at once.
We didn't leave anything. Okay.
Which is why we have the info card, right? Digest it at their
Yeah, I want to make sure I have my phone because I was like
info cards.
phone. I got everything. Yeah. Backup, still camera, and other things. I got a couple.
But this is good light over here. We need someone to get us with our shirts.
Well, I do have the two of you in front of the stadium, and still.
What is happening?
You wanted to ask us? Would you guys take a photo? No? Okay, no problem. I know you're working.
All right. Let's see. Anyway. Well, people. I mean, I can understand not wanting to touch people's phones.
Yeah.
I got the flu after my Super Bowl parade. That might be interesting for our audience. When I did the Chiefs Super Bowl victory parade in Kansas City in January, or no, when was it, February? After the Bloodstained Men just got done protesting the actual Super Bowl.
Give him a card.
Hey, thank you guys for keeping an open mind. call me crazy, but I would have preferred to keep my whole penis the way Mother Nature intended it. Because when you cut something, you make it smaller, not bigger. I agree. Yeah.
Thanks.
Appreciate you guys.
Hey, could you take our picture real fast? Sure. Hey, he's gonna take our picture real quick. Give me your camera.
Scott, we can take your picture?
Yeah, we do for our.
We can take your picture, yeah.
Well, with the still. Give him.
I don't have one.
Here, take mine. Sorry.
We just only have the three of us, so
Do you guys want to be in the photo?
No.
you guys are slow pokes.
Yeah, that's why we like. You're relaxed.
No, like,
There you go.
I'm slow to the game.
Thank you so much. He's already on the thing.
This is cool. Let's not get in a hurry. I'll get a
Get in here. Get in here.
Either way, yeah, I know you know what you're doing.
Show your shirt. Show your
I
shirt.
like the shirt.
We want to get these our new
Yeah,
shirts.
see, we just got these shirts.
Get a couple.
Hey, put your cow hat
All right. I don't want to be anonymous.
Oh, crap.
Okay. Thanks.
That's Scott. That's what we freaking Scott. All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
guys.
See
Go
you later.
Pokes!
Go Pokes.
Warn your friends. Why don't you know about this? Amazon's got a good documentary on all the
Wow, it's like a church in there now. It's so quiet.
Yeah.
It is like church.
It is. Yeah, I couldn't find anything online about how many people they were allowing.
15, I thought you said.
Is that, yeah. But I
Now the wind is whipping up, and that's not going to stay.
you okay?
Yeah, yeah. I'm okay till I go back home. Kind of like where I live right now a lot. There's many of you cockfighters out there.
As I was saying, yeah,
Bungalow
at the Chiefs NFL Super Bowl victory parade in February. Hey, I did a cockfight demonstration, and it was very successful. I ended up getting on.
You don't have to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are.
I ended up getting on our Kansas City's premier morning radio show. But anyway, I had so many people, I don't know, I guess I just interacted with so many people. I caught the flu like really bad, and I was like laid out for like 3 weeks after that. I don't know why I'm telling the story, but I guess I want you guys to understand the sacrifices we make as activists out here.
We want you to stay safe.
You know, yeah, and we want you to stay safe. Yes, that's one of our themes, right? Safety. This is a public safety announcement. This is Cockfight's public safety announcement from Oklahoma State University.
You don't have to cut your son's penis. Yeah. He was born perfect, just like girls are.
Keep your baby boy safe, and girl. Keep your baby safe from greedy American doctors.
You do not need to cut your son's penis because he was born perfect, just like girls are.
Keep your baby safe from greedy American doctors.
Keep your baby safe from greedy American doctors.
That profit from your son's loss.
That profit from your son's loss. This is a public safety announcement. You do not need to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls. Keep your son safe from greedy American doctors.
I like that.
Auto parts.
And it's a wrap.
We're gonna have to see if
That's a wrap.
we're gonna have to see if we can get O'Reilly Auto to sponsor us. I got a funny story. One of my headlights is out in my car.
Oh man.
But I had other things to fix in my car before I left town in Kansas City, so I was preoccupied with those. And
This is a public safety announcement. You do not need to cut your son's penis because he was born perfect, just like girls are born perfect.
but anyway,
No surgery required.
I couldn't, you know,
Protect your son from greedy American doctors that profit from the harm that happens during circumcision. Circumcision harms a man for life.
see, there's still some slow pokes out here.
Foreskin is so easy to care for, even a caveman could do it.
What I was saying about my headlights is obviously I could use my bright beams, you know, because we were driving at night. I could use my bright beams most of the time, but I had to.
Announcement. You do not need to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like
I switched to my low beams, obviously, when we were passing a vehicle. So, to make a long story short, we got pulled over twice by police on the way here, who were just doing their job, and they stopped me for having a headlight out. And
hygiene is practiced with water.
one of them was very curious about my signs in the back seat. So we told him what we were doing, and he took an info card. He got a real kick out of it. He seemed open to it, and I wish I would have gotten on video, but I try not to do anything unusual when the police have stopped me. You know, I don't want to be reaching for anything, so I just did exactly what he said. Right? That's part of our public safety announcement. You got to do what police say, you guys. We don't want anyone to get hurt.
Nope.
They are the law on the street. So if you got any...
This is a public safety announcement.
You got
do not need to cut your son's penis because he's born perfect, just like girls are born perfect. No surgery required.
There's a way to recenter this, but I can't remember how.
Take your son from greedy American doctors. We are the only country that cuts our boys and calls it medicine. Hygiene is practiced with water, not knives. All women in America are uncircumcised. That's right, ladies, you have foreskin. It's called your clitoral hood. Anatomy.
Justine, to recenter it, you double click the trigger.
Okay.
I just remembered.
All right, we're back this way.
Oh, hey, Tori, give him a card. Oops. Of course. Hold the sign.
Yeah, I'll hold the sign.
Whichever side you like. Whichever I got. We want our foreskins back, and I got nobody wants less penis.
Nobody wants less penis. For sure. All right, don't get in this. Come on. Yeah, jump in. Come on.
Get in here. Cool. You guys are cool.
3, 2, 1. Post it on your website?
We can do that for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bet. Go Pokes.
Yeah, awesome. Get that one.
Go Pokes.
Bet.
Cool. You got it. Sweet. You guys are cool.
you
You got our
guys.
card?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I grabbed the card. I'll take a card as well, actually.
Yeah, take as many as you
Take
want.
a couple.
So how do I get my foreskin back?
You actually can restore it.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, tell them about
They
it.
stretch it. It takes a while.
One I know is called the TLC tugger. Like, have you ever heard of like tissue expansion? Like,
No.
when a woman's belly gets bigger when
Yeah.
she's pregnant, this tissue grows. It's just gentle stretching over time. It's a device that you wear on the tip of your penis, especially men that have like really tight circumcisions. If you have hair on the shaft of your penis, or you have like, discomfort with sex, sometimes just restoring enough to get a little bit of slack can really make a difference in a man's sex life.
You can regain some of the 16 functions.
Yeah.
Have you done this procedure?
I don't comment on that
That's
personally.
fine. Yeah, sorry. That's private.
No problem.
We're the one.
I just don't want to
Yeah.
get into that.
Yeah, of course.
I know several men that have restored their foreskin. You actually can sometimes restore all of the skin back. It's not the same skin, right? So foreskin
someone
is
else's skin?
specialized. No, it's specialized skin that they cut off. It's very sensitive, like your lips and your eyelids and your fingertips. Very sensitive to fine touch. But you can regrow skin that then makes your head sensitive again, like the head of your penis, and it gives gliding motion with sex, which stimulates your female partner. So that, it's definitely worth checking out. Restoration,
Bet.
Foreskin restoration.
Dude.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for your open mind.
Of course.
And you can protect your sons.
I'll tell my friends.
Yeah, warn your friends. You guys are cool. Oh, tell them about the documentary.
Oh yeah, you can also check out American Circumcision on Amazon Prime. Get an education on the issue. This is a human rights violation. Boys are born perfect. Go Pokes!
That was a really cool interaction.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the camera again? Did I finish my police story? Okay, so earlier I was saying we got pulled over twice, and we were already running really late. We're getting to Tori's house like really late.
2 in the morning!
I know, I feel terrible about that, but I had to work on my car. My exhaust system was leaking. I had to repair the exhaust system. It was, and there's so much to do when you're organizing an event. Because I wanted to email and text all the people all the intactivists I know in Oklahoma, and what else happened to that? So anyway, they were positive experiences. We did get a warning for having what was that warning? It was like equipment failure or something. Defective equipment.
A cut penis.
That's funny.
Equipment.
Yeah, that's funny. That's ironic, right? We got a ticket for defective equipment.
We didn't like to talk about that.
So shoot, we'll have to share a screenshot of that. That's does he really have to rub it in? You know, give us a ticket for it? We already know that. We already know we have defective equipment.
We respect law
It's
enforcement.
not our fault. Sorry, what?
Someday the police will have an important role when circumcision is illegal.
That's true. Until then, we have to be the police and the educators because it's so ingrained in our society. But there are people that are open-minded to it. That guy was cut. He wanted to know how to restore. He was very interested in that. And I have no problem talking about hairy shaft and painful sex, painful erections. I mean, that's stuff that people suffer with in silence because they're ashamed. But we need to talk about it because these are the consequences of circumcision that nobody wants to talk about, that people suffer in silence, and people don't even connect the dots. They don't even know that it's because they're circumcised.
Yeah, part of the reason that bad traditions are perpetuated is because people don't talk about them. They don't question them. They don't even know how their neighbors and friends feel about things because they don't talk about it. But we feel like circumcision.
Have you guys heard the good news?
Oh, hell yeah. It's hard to go back there.
Yeah.
Awesome. The intact and
Let's give him a
proud.
card.
Intact generation is here. Can I give you guys cards?
Hand him a stack.
Quite a bit in the first quarter. Here's a handoff to TK Wilkerson, off right guard out to the 24-yard line. He got two as we wind down into the final.
Intact and proud.
Get on Amazon Prime and look up the documentary American Circumcision. Yeah, you guys are cool. Sorry?
No, he is circumcised and mad about it. He's very opposed.
Yeah.
Some people say, I've never met a guy who was mad he was cut. Well,
he rants about it all the time.
Thank you. Go Pokes.
That's exactly what we want. People to leave babies alone and let them develop naturally. Good. One of the guys was not happy. I think half that group liked us, and then there was one. You hear that one guy at the end? He's like, "Please leave us alone."
You know, our statistics nationwide are 50%. So, I mean, here in Oklahoma, we're looking at 80, 90%. And, you know, in somewhere like California, you're looking more like 20, 30%. But nationwide, it's 50%. And we are on a campus, so we have people from all over. We have people from all over the world. We have people from all over the country that come to school here. We have a very popular agricultural school here. We have a very popular veterinary medicine program here. We have a very lucrative engineering school here too. So we get a lot of people from all over the country. So he was probably not born here, is my guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his cut friend probably was. Just a guess.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of feel like we might want to wrap it up. I mean, there are some parking lots up here that.
Yeah, if you want to continue, you'll have to tune into our individual live streams, which of course are 24/7.
Well, and maybe we'll go live again when the game lets out after a lunch break. All right, we got a green light.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Thanks so much, guys.
I'm gonna film your shirt as I close it out. Yeah, you have to hit that trigger twice real fast. Double click.
The trigger on the front.
Yeah, the front trigger.